This is it. Sun's gone past the old yard arm. I'm Baron Bullshyster, and it's time for another fabulous fable from Fartwell. Yes. So what have we got for you today? Well, rampant rabbits, and we've got a pumpkin problem. So, what to do? How have we got a pumpkin problem? Well, Lady Fartwell, she had this rabbit, her pet rabbit, and she lost it. And so she looked everywhere for her rabbit. She looked under the bed and in the wardrobe and everything, couldn't find it anywhere. So she went and asked Gary, the gamekeeper, if he'd got her rabbit, and he said no, he hadn't. So she said, this was a while back, by the way, this is back about a year ago. She said, well, don't shoot any rabbits, just in case you accidentally shoot my rabbit by mistake. So they didn't shoot any rabbits, you see. And the trouble is, the rabbits have all gone rampant, and they've eaten all the pumpkins. So there's no pumpkins, you see. At this time of year, Halloween, bit of a problem, because we've got the Fartwell pumpkin party coming up at Halloween, yes. And we haven't got any pumpkins. So Lady Fartwell, she said, Baron, quick, you've got to think of something, come up with an idea. So I asked my old noggin, I said, come on noggin, think of an idea. So I've come up with this, and I thought I'd share it with you. So what to do if you haven't got any pumpkins? Well, one good thing about not having any pumpkins is you don't get any pumpkin soup, and that's a good thing. So that's another good thing about doing this rather than having pumpkins, because I'm eating pumpkin soup from Halloween till Christmas. So I absolutely hate the stuff. In fact, I should do a cookery sort of video on a recipe for pumpkin soup that doesn't have any pumpkins in it, because that would be the best pumpkin soup. So what do I do? Well, what you do, you see, you get yourself a balloon and you blow it up. So I've got one here, already blown up, you see, and then what else do you? You need some of this stuff here. This stuff here is polyurethane foam. Yes, it comes in a can. You see, you can buy it in a hardware store. You see, luckily, what I've done, I've seen Benjamin the Builder, and he's let me have a gun. He's let me have his bad boy. So I've got his foam gun. You see, and what you want to do is you want to give it a good old shake. Give your can of this stuff, good shake, and maybe keep it warm. Make sure it's not freezing tolerant. And then what do? You need some way of holding your balloon. You've got to hold your balloon. So the best thing to do, I looked in the cupboard here at Fartwell Manor, and I found a vase. So this looks quite good. So there you go. You stick your balloon in your vase, and then what you do, you see, you get your phone, and you squirt it onto your balloon like this. What I'm going to do is get the camera a bit closer. So there we go. And we squirt it onto your balloon like so. Can you see that? Squirting away. But this stuff is really sticky, so don't get it on your fingers. And if you do get it on your fingers, best thing to do is let it dry. Take about 20 minutes or so. Have a cup of tea, and then peel it off. Don't try and wipe it off. When the builders were here in Fartwell Manor, they Lady Fartwell, what she'd done, she saw them using this expanding foam, and she said, let's just turn this. She said, "What's this?" And the builder said, "Don't touch it." And she went and she stuck her fingers in it, and she said, "How'd you get it off?" And they said, "You can't." And she had this black mohair jumper on, and she went like this, you see, and then all the mohair, black mohair, stuck to her fingers. So she had to walk around with hairy hands for about a week till she could peel it all off. So don't do that, okay? So basically, yes, you can see what I'm doing here. You can keep squirting onto the balloon. There we go. Squirting away. You see, it's not good. It's quite therapeutic, actually. Let's just so we'll stop that. So best thing to do now is let that dry a bit, and then once it dries a bit, you can turn it up the other way, and do the other side, right? So that's what you do. And all I've got one that I've done previously. You see? Look at that, you see? Yeah. That's rather good, isn't it? So, I'll just put that on one side, you see? And then, what you do, obviously if you've got a pumpkin, you want to sort of like have a, peel off any knobbly bits that you don't want. So what you do then, you've got to make a face, you see? So, but watch out, this is nice and very dangerous. So you want to cut a hole and then pop the balloon, balloon pop. So cut a nose out. There we go. Here's a nose. Or is it an eye? I don't know. Yeah, let's cut. Is that an eye? I don't know. There's a hole for a. I don't know. Is that a nose? I don't know. Let's do another eye. Let's say it's an eye. Let's cut another eye hole. Cut another eye hole. Like so. Like so. Now that could be an eye, I suppose. Maybe two eyes. That's two eyes. Yes. Two eyes. And then we do a mouth. Yes. Do a mouth. There we go. Yeah. Ah, there you go. You see, happy chappy. Yes. So that's basically what you do. So basically, make a few of these up, stick some LED lights in them, and Bob's your uncle. Yes, Bob's your uncle. As you can see, I finished this one off. I finished him off, and I've cut the old eye holes in the mouth out of this one. I don't know if you can see this, but I put a couple of teeth on him, and I've accentuated the eyes. You see, there you are. Just do it with squirt a bit more foam round, and what happens is, as the foam dries, you can mould it a bit. You can sort of massage it with your fingers. So what I'm going to do with this chappy, I'm going to get some paint. I'm going to get some paint and spray paint him. So what I've done, the old lady Fartwell, she supplied me with a bit of spray paint. So what I thought I'd do is give her a spray up. You see, I'll give her a bit of a spray. Let's have a look at this. I don't know if you see that? Look. So anyway, if you want to spray them up, probably best to wear gloves really. So I'm just doing a quick demonstration. So yeah, so give it a spray over, and I'll finish that off later. So then we got this one here, where what we'll do, we'll cut a face in this one for you. We'll cut a face. Let's see if I can do this for you. Get a knife. Be very careful. It's a bit sharp. That you see, there we go. I've got another pumpkin. I'm going to do another pumpkin, right? So I've got 3 pumpkins I'm going to do, and then we're going to do something else with them. What else am I going to do? This is the other thing. What I went and found one of these little things. See, because obviously, anyway, see that little light there? Obviously, you can't use a candle inside one of these, otherwise it'll just burn the house down. So don't use candles, okay? Get these are pretty cheap. So go and purchase some of these little nightlight things, LED things. And what we're going to do, got this bad boy here, right? And I'm going to do is cut a hole in where his neck would be, well, where you know, in the bottom. Cut a hole there. So turn him up the other way. Turn him up upside down. There we are. Put your nightlight on the top like so, and then probably draw around it. But what I'm going to do is just cut around him like so. Cut around him like so, and then you can poke the nightlight into the bottom. If you'll go into the bottom like so. This nightlight's working, you know. Yes, it is working. Yes. So I don't know if you probably have to turn the lights out, but there you go. So we're gonna finish this off anyway, and I'll get back to you. What we've got to do next is obviously I've painted the pumpkins, see, and he's got the reason why he's got spots is because he's got the pumpkin pox. Yes, and Fartwell get a thing called the pumpkin pox, and we didn't realise that if you actually ate a pumpkin with pumpkin pox, obviously you can't eat one of these because it's made of foam, but that's another good reason why you should always not eat Fartwell pumpkins, because just in case they got pumpkin pox. Yes, I'll tell you about that later. But what we've got to do, we've got what I've done here. I'll show you this one. Show you what I've actually done. So I'm making a bit of a mobile thing. See, can you see this? You see, look at that. See, you put you attach them to bits of cotton, and you make them into a sort of like a sort of mobile-y type thing, you see, and there you go. And so what I'm doing, I'm gonna attach this other one, to these ones. You see, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a sort of a threesome going on. That's what we want, pumpkin threesome. So so bear with me a bit. So what to do? Well, you've got to find the head. You've got to get the top of your pumpkin, and you've got to make a hole. You see, so get a small screwdriver or something, and make a hole in the top of his head, like so. Bit of brain surgery going on there, and then you've got to find yourself a bit of cotton. Then you've got to poke the cotton through the hole. What I've done, I've got a bit of a stick here. There, I'll pull the cotton out through his mouth. Now, once you get the cotton out through his mouth, if you've got an old bit of the old foam that you've taken off, what you can do, you can tie the cotton round the bit of foam, like so. Then you pull it back through the hole, pull it back through his mouth, and there you have it. You see, you've got him all strung up, ready to go. There you go. Hang on, let's spin it around. There we go. So now we're going to attach this to a bit of wood, attach the other end to a bit of wood, a bit of stick. What we've got is a bit of the old, got a bit of split bamboo, a bit of Fartwell bamboo. Yes, that's what we've got. So tie this onto the end, one end. So once you've got your old pumpkin on the old end of your fishing rod, you see, like that, you've attached it to the bit of the old bamboo, bit of stick. Then what you've got to do then is you've got to attach your other two pumpkins here. These two here, you've got to attach them to the other end of your stick, you see, and make sure that they don't interfere with each other. So you've got a bit of a threesome going on, but they're not actually going to touch each other. Fancy that, having a threesome with don't they actually touch each other? But there we go. So we're going to tie that on about there, and then we just put a dollop of the old super glue on there. So what we've got, we've connected this bad boy to the end of the fishing rod here, and we've connected these two onto another bit of bamboo, split bamboo, onto this bit of split bamboo, and then we have another bit of cotton coming off of there, and there you are. You see, you've got your pumpkin problem solved. There you go. And it's not only that, you wouldn't be able to do this with normal pumpkins. So we're ahead of the game. This is the modern age. Yes, the modern age of pumpkin making. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until it gets dark, switch on the lights, and I'll show you just what it looks like in the dark. So here we have it, the Pumpkin Renaissance by Baron Borchester. Yes, and so the famous Fartwell pumpkin party will go ahead. So old Lady Fartwell will be pleased with that. And the moral of the story is, if you lose your rabbit, you won't get pumpkin pox in your garden. No, and also you won't have to eat horrible pumpkin soup from Halloween till Christmas. So there you go, you see. Baron Borchester saves the day. So cheers everybody, and toodaloo for now.